Hello everyone, my name is Gus.
Hi, I'm Woody.
And today we have an original video.
Yeah.
Basically a few weeks ago, and I posted this on the community tab. If you are subscribed to our channel, I hope you do that, because on the community tab, almost like 3 or 4 times a week, we post something that is happening in our lives, basically. Mm-hmm. And one of those things that we posted a few weeks ago was somebody reached out to you and said, hey man, like I watched Dive Talk. Mm-hmm. You guys look like you know what you're doing. My boat is at the bottom of the lake. Can you please help me?
Yeah. They needed professional search and recovery expertise, and I brought the proper gear and equipment.
Yeah. So
and we lifted it.
So basically, long story short, I was very concerned for your safety. So because
it got lifted really
because we're partners and buddies. And so I decided to reach out to the guys at Lake Hickory Scuba, which is another very popular YouTube channel, scuba-related YouTube channel here on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I asked Brian, can you please come here and be with Woody before he kills himself?
Be my helper.
Well,
when they were good helpers. Like I had to. Well, the video will speak for himself, but I will admit that it's not a one-man job.
I couldn't go to this salvage work and bringing this boat up. So what I did is I gave Woody the camera and I said, just record everything that you can. So what you're about to see is the footage from that camera.
That's great. I mean, you'll see a lot of details that I had to go through with them. And that's important from a learning standpoint. I think people will get the benefit of that.
There's also some underwater stuff. And Lake Hickory Scuba did a really good job documenting the whole day, basically, and how they helped
exactly. There you go. Easy.
bring this boat up. And I will link their video up here, and I'm also going to leave the link on the description. You guys can check it out later and subscribe to their channel. They do a great job if you're into scuba diving and learning more about scuba. But I actually took some snippets from their video to show the underwater footage.
Well, then that'll show what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, here we go. So this is Woody's footage from last week.
You ready? This is the secret. This particular SMB,
so glad I had that one.
When it inflates, is massively powerful.
The lift
turns into a dolphin at the top of it as well. So I've got this.
I need a keyboard.
I have this pink SMB. I'll use that. And for stabilization, torque on the stern and bow. I'll probably use these a little smaller. Help with the torque and stabilization.
What torque? Why are you saying? So I don't think that word means what you think it means.
First of all, you missed a very important part.
Okay, which one?
The dolphin.
Oh my God.
Do you understand the additional amount of air volume that the dolphin part has? That was critical. And you'll see the video speak for itself.
Okay.
And then torque, like, the amount of initial torque, like when you shift into a low gear in a car, that power surge at the beginning. Mm-hmm. I had special tools for that. So that's why I said all that. And these guys appreciated it.
You got to be really careful with that stuff, especially with displacement issues.
That's right.
Displacement, torque, and stabilization are all
relevant,
important. So, okay, I'm headed out. I'm also, I need to go to the store, so I'm up early. I got to get some duct tape.
What?
You can't.
That stuff is critically important to make sure all this stuff is secure, so I will be buying some powerful duct tape, okay? That's what I'm bringing, and I think these guys are going to be pretty impressed.
Look at that. Now, you remember, and you learned your lesson, of the importance of the supplies that you can get here. Duct tape. What else impressed you and blew you away when I used it to repair a broken hose?
That was, I don't know about that.
You remember that? Duct tape.
Well, I remember that. And I'll link the video in case people haven't seen it. But there's
I think we need to keep rolling because you
I don't-
may say the wrong thing.
Okay. Well, you know, when I need to get jobs done that need some heavy duty lifting, here we go.
Oh my God.
Everything you need.
Headed in, and I'm gonna get my supplies for this job.
And they were
in this boat.
critical.
2 things I'm gonna need: duct tape and Elmer's glue.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where's like duct tape?
Duct tape? You want me back this way?
Okay.
Even the
All
lady
right,
was
I'm headed
surprised.
in to
Like,
get some duct tape.
duct tape?
Well, she was a little
Duct tape
strict
will
in a
lift
minute
anything.
here.
Straight down all the way on the left.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so anyway, I'm just got yelled at. I can't really film in the store, they just told me.
Yeah.
So
I did.
I don't know
Not-
why, but okay. All right. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Love the framing.
Whenever
this is
you have
Thanks.
quality.
a problem,
Appreciate
yep, there it is. Heavy duty.
And that's key.
That's really the key,
and it,
is the heavy duty duct tape. So
Oh my God.
wait till you see how
that's
powerful.
good. Let me ask them for one more thing. Also, is there glue, Elmer's glue type of glue?
Okay, I got school glue.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've always had a lot of success with school glue. That
Which-
stuff.
In front of
Holds
Gus, I
everything
had a
in
lot of
place.
success and proved him that how
got
powerful
it
it
right
is
there.
in the previous video.
My
That Gus will
consultant.
link.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, thank you. That's what I need, is a little bit of this school glue and
Lucky.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, the pink
Oh my God.
glitter glue. This stuff with the heavy duty masking tape. They're going to be pretty impressed when I show
They
up
were-
with this.
These
Yeah,
people
this
are
stuff here
serious. Like,
is going
I
to
am
easily help me
serious.
secure
They're
this boat.
professionals.
So I'm in good shape.
But that's what I. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
I
when
just
you see-
arrived, so I'm going
Just
to
watch how the boat
scope
comes
out
up.
the scene,
oh my God.
and soon, when my crew gets here, I will give them a briefing, and then we will
What?
Yeah.
begin the operation.
Because I like to
Why
give,
did
I
I
like to
give you a
assign.
camera?
No, what I do is I like to assign each one a specific job. I want them to feel important. Each
No.
person. You know what I'm saying? So that's
get it,
why
but
I want to do assignments.
If you,
Should we keep
what-
going?
hold on, because I need to say something.
That's what I'm worried about. But go ahead.
What is going on? Like, what just happened? Number one. Number two is, if you think Woody should get a camera every time he goes out there without me, just subscribe to the channel.
Well, what's going on is that
We'll see if the
previous
uptick
past experience
subscriptions goes-
shows me
or down.
and showed you the power of these tools. And I knew that we needed powerful stuff to lift this
No, this is
multiple 1,000-pound boat.
You could have been there
They're
helping.
getting ready.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, they were good helpers for sure.
We'll have to figure out
They were early, so my crew was already
who's
there.
doing what.
Your crew.
Hey guys,
So now
how's
they
it
can
going?
start.
I'm gonna brief you guys in a second.
Which
We'll
they-
all get together. Let's high five. What's up?
Absolutely, brother.
I'm excited, man. Nice to see
They were
you.
just standing around, so they
Brian.
pull
Brian
back.
Stafford, instructor trainer for SSI
The next
from
drive
Lake Hickory
other side of
Scuba.
that fence.
Okay.
Good,
Just
great,
come
a
right through
great guy.
Okay, because I got a lot of stuff to bring down.
He
for
actually
this
knows
job.
what he's
Let's,
doing.
All right, we're
Follow
gonna scope out
directions,
the
perfect.
situation.
Okay.
Wow, looks like you guys brought some stuff, but we won't need this. I'll
What?
show you why. No,
Well-
yeah, we got other stuff. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Woody.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I always like to.
See?
Oh yeah. I'm
They
gonna
were-
brief everybody in a minute of how we're gonna do this.
How
I'm gonna
relieved
assign
were they?
Different tasks. So
Relieved.
I think they're gonna like my plan. All right, so I'm gonna pull my car down, and then we'll see. I mean, we'll see if these guys like my plan. I mean,
That-
it kind of looks like they have their own plan, which is
Yes.
Yeah, they did, but I
looking a lot. They brought a lot more stuff than me, but I think mine's gonna work. Man.
Think so. What's
Yes.
up?
Good to see this guy right here. That's for
Absolutely.
sure. All right, I'll be right down.
That's
I'm
for
gonna-
sure.
I'm gonna pull down.
He was
like you
happy.
said, go around there.
He was
And then we'll
happy. Okay.
just 5-minute briefing.
well, they needed direction.
And they have
and
some
he
pretty big
relieved.
stuff
He's like,
down there,
Power.
but they don't have the key tool,
Oh my God. What's the key
which
tool?
I will bring out in the briefing. There's one
Glue.
you'll learn.
very key component that will be the clutch for this whole thing.
The clutch.
Luckily,
All right,
I
guys,
documented
so,
it so you realize. Here we go.
You know, I got this call a few days ago, so I wanted to call you guys in just for helpers, and you each have a really important responsibility. I'm in charge of this, of course.
I want them to
I'm in
feel
charge of
good.
this mission, so I brought what we need, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do and how we're going to lift this boat, okay?
I just want to know what's going through their head right now.
You know, if you've seen prior videos of mine, the strength of any related Elmer's glue product.
Oh my God.
Bear with me.
We're not sponsored by
This
Elmer's
will
Glue.
help considerably because I don't have enough reels to tie all the SMBs. So one of them we're going to have to glue on.
That's why.
And then
You
to
see?
reinforce it,
Did you understand that?
what in the world does duct tape not hold?
Yeah. I mean,
In school, when you glued, when you were a little kid, everything held. Duct tape. So we're going to take one of the SMBs,
Oh my God.
and this is yours, okay? Because, I mean, you're relatively new on
These
that.
guys
This
look
is
so
the
he's
legit.
new. I can't
What do you
give
mean-
him a big one to start.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted him to feel part of the team.
I mean, just
It's
look at
gonna be
Brian's face
probably-
there. He's like,
We'll call yours the port side.
what are we doing?
That one you're going to unroll,
Keep it from tipping.
glue it, like the bottom part of it, and then you're going to tape it around, and that's going to help keep it from tilting.
They pay attention. I'll give him that.
Bring those underwater. You are, you know, pretty experienced with this stuff, so this one's going to be tremendous lift. We'll do this one in the bow. Okay,
Oh my God.
Archimedes, we need equal pressure on all sides of the boat, so we don't want it to go like this or this.
I
So
want to
this
bring in a
one
little science
here,
of diving for them too. I mean,
yeah, just you're gonna. I'll tell you when to fire it to the front part.
I'll tell you when to
This
fire
one's
it.
the key. This is the lift. This is the horsepower.
but that
The horsepower.
I
This
needed
one.
that one.
I know you're probably haven't seen stuff this powerful before, so this one here is going to be
This is the baby.
mine because this has got tremendous lift. So this one here,
Boom.
and just because it's cool, you know, it'll be like a dolphin-looking thing on the top. I'll
the
fire
lift
this from the
that-
stern. Okay.
See the
What I
stern?
do is I use
Listen.
like a weight on the bottom. I'll tap 3 times, and it's the old-fashioned fire it. You know, put your egg underneath it and fire it up,
Look
and
at-
that boat should come flying right up.
They
You guys
were-
agree with the plan?
Base.
Okay.
Which
Hold on.
they were like, yeah, thank
No.
you. Like,
No, they.
did you
they,
see them listening?
They were speechless.
They have
just
listening skills, which you could benefit from
Dude, like those guys are like, I drove all the way from North Carolina here for this.
to help me.
The best part about it is whoever was holding the camera while you did your briefing kept recording after you walked away because you walked away. I don't know what is it that you went, but he kept recording.
To start. Oh, really?
So then
I
the
didn't see
guys.
theirs. Oh,
So you haven't seen this part.
Okay.
They actually continue talking amongst themselves.
probably to think about what I was telling them.
It
right.
just like
Don't you think?
it's a different level of briefing.
But they took what I told them. It would be responsible of them
Well,
to then talk about it among themselves.
Let's see.
To the mast and rock it up. I don't know if there's nothing there attached to.
But
That's
we
up
don't
to you.
we don't want to hook to any of the cleats. The cleats will
no,
pull
the
out.
cleats pull out.
Have to
Could you
pull to
not
the
take
eyes.
the strap and wrap it around the mast?
Yeah.
And then
That's fine as
Pop it
long
back
as
in.
our
my
idea
reel.
was to get it straight up and down so we can work around the keel.
If we can use those blue straps, they'll be tighter around the keel and it gets those bags.
Yeah,
a lot
and
further
we
under.
can you can.
I'll give
actually
them
double
credit. They
them and
kept
pull
talking about
through
the
each
keel.
other.
Yeah.
But we'll figure that out after we get it state level.
I left that out.
That's the first thing we got to do.
These
I'm gonna
guys
take
know
down
what
the
they're
pump stuff,
doing.
hose
Did you
it down
hear
to
that?
make
The keel
rig
was
up
good.
And see what
I'll give him that.
All right, guys.
Here we go. Going to
It's
work.
survey time.
Oh,
of
you went-
course you know.
you went to
I
put your
need-
dry,
I had
so
to
that's what
survey it. Yeah, I don't need my lift materials yet.
No, you
We
don't.
survey.
Never. Or never.
So
No, we survey first. Don't you know that?
very important. They're going to survey the boat. in the gorgeous diving mecca of Lake Lanier.
Yes.
Muddy Lake Lanier.
Muddy Lake Lanier. You
Brian's
look
awesome,
at it and it's silk.
by the way.
So
I'll say it 100 times.
see that
Awesome. All of them were awesome.
pumps ready to go.
They follow directions like perfect.
Well,
I think my plan is going to execute well. These guys, they're pretty.
We're with you, buddy. We're with you.
There you go.
That's
There-
all I can
You
count
see
on.
how that? Why can't you be more like that when I bring a plan? Did you see the support I got? He was all over my plan.
The team is united.
wow.
Wow,
Big
the
job.
boat's just right there.
It's right there. Got to get it up.
When I get the survey results, I'll be able to better decide how I'm going to handle this.
You're not. What results? What?
If I can get her around.
Analyze first, then we implement.
They don't have to change the top.
Love that guy.
We'll
Amazing.
start on the stern, I'll go on the bow. You come up starboard, I'll go to the port, and we'll circle back.
Just their accent alone makes you know they know what they're doing. When you have an accent like that, you can lift a boat. There's just no doubt about it.
I agree.
You
That's-
know, if that kind of
that-
accent comes out in a boat lifting job,
You'd
the
step
boat's-
back and let him do
the
it.
boat's coming up. That's for sure.
Now that we're at the dive site, we're going to go down and we are going to do
So this is Lake Hickory's footage.
Go on,
So we
I
actually can
Got
get
some stuff that
smart commentary.
complimented mine.
Okay.
just an inspection of the vessel. We're going to try to find out the position of it and, you know, what attachment points we've got.
Yep.
And that's typically what we do during the inspection. We want to see how the vessel's laying in the water and see how deep it is and see what attachment points. Typically, we look for
Important.
bow eyes or stern eyes on both the front and the rear of the vessel. We also look to see if there's any attachment points underneath. Because ideally we want to get all our lift up underneath the vessel,
Yeah.
so that we have a good stable platform to
That's
work
the
with.
stabilization I
But
talked
as
about
we're going
earlier.
around now, we are actually going to start on the stern itself here and just go around there. You can kind of see the transom, but we're just going to go around, look to see if there's a place that we could attach a bag. Right now, we're not seeing any stern eyes whatsoever. There
It
are
was
some
hard.
bars and stuff here on the back, but that's actually a ladder. It's not going to be a good stable system to attach something to. Our lift bags would literally just rip that ladder
Yeah, we didn't-
clean off.
we didn't want to do that.
But now that we see that there's nothing on the rear, of course, we can go around to the front. And on our way to the front, we're actually going to stop around the around midship area and look at the keel. And there's two things that we want to look for. One, is it a permanent keel, or is it one that kind of rolls up and down?
Get it?
In this particular situation, this sailboat actually has a permanent keel. We can't roll it up and down, which is going to give us something good and steady to wrap our straps around, because typically with a sailboat we create a cradle underneath the vessel to
That's
attach
why I
bags
was
to.
telling you.
But the good thing about this keel is it's going to
That's
allow
why I
us to
did
do
that at
that.
the
We're not
beginning.
going to have to worry about that keel breaking off or anything like that, and you can see that. And with this vessel being at a 45-degree angle, you can see we've got plenty of access to get straps and stuff around it.
We had to get under there.
However, since it is at a
hard.
45-degree access, we're not going to be able to get our straps completely under the, in this case, the port side of the vessel. So we're going to have to figure out a way to lift this vessel temporarily,
It's
or
hard.
to get it in the upright position, just so that we can run our straps. And this is where the first dangerous part of this dive is going to come into play, because after we get this vessel kind of stabilized, we're going to have to send a man underneath this vessel to run that strap through. So
I went.
as you can see, there's not much
Which
room
the
under
video
there
showed.
whatsoever. It is completely
mine.
on the bottom. And once we start doing our rigging for this vessel, you'll see it pretty much goes pitch black.
Okay, so I'm gearing up.
That's
Execution
I
time.
have my surveyors down there. They're wrapping a strap around the bottom of it, and I'm gonna put, that's gonna be the key right there. Once I hook that up, this baby should come up.
All right,
Here we go.
visibility wise, you can't see all the way through. Good news, it's up enough we can get something shoved under it, pull a strap system under it.
What kind of straps do you want? To
Good
hook a
question.
bag
That was a
on
good
each
question.
side?
I'll give him
We
that.
have ratchets.
So we went with ratchets.
I would say use our Bailey bands. Because
And
I
I was like, Okay, I'll go with the Bailey bends, but
No, I love that. Just watch. He's about to explain to you what they are, and
I know I was a little bit like, okay, I don't know if I agree with that, but good
guys,
suggestion.
you guys be the
They're
judge.
belly bands.
If you think Woody understood.
Think of a hammock strap. You know how you wrap a strap around a tree and it's got hooks in it and you clip your hammock off?
Well, what to do if I'm useless and don't have a job?
You're like,
You're not. You're going to help me.
A very important part of this.
Me and you the small guys. So we're going to be up.
I hook a lot of hammocks to trees over the years, so I was okay with that.
You're going to come under the boat from this side, right?
Yes. All right, so here's the keel. My hand's the keel, and it's going the length of the boat like this.
Okay.
He's going to stick it. He's going to go down this side, the starboard side.
Okay.
Stick a strap on this side. Stick a strap on this side.
Okay.
Me and you're going to come in on the port side, grab a strap, and pull. That
was
keel
what I-
should be directly in line with this mast. So if we go down this cable system, you'll touch the port side of the gunnel of the boat.
Okay.
Drop straight down. You're going to get it murky. That's all right. So drop straight down, and then when you get on the bottom,
Do you think I was
as soon
nervous
as you
at
get
this
on
point?
the bottom, reach up. You'll be on the back half.
Are you
I'll
following
be on the front half, and just hopefully
the
you'll
instructions?
see it. If not, you'll just kind of
You're remembering
feel
everything?
for that big strap that he just had in his hand.
Hopefully I can
I think you can get it.
I can do it.
I could do it. I got it.
I don't know about that. He goes down.
Well, we'll see.
Dude,
Pretty
disappear.
much visibility is
Zero.
Zero.
That's in all seriousness, Gus.
Yeah.
standard liquid air.
Zetto. That's what I
I'm
saw.
gonna go down and check on it just to see
Yeah.
if I can see anything.
I'm gonna go down and check on him. Let's see what your camera saw.
Here we go. That's what I saw. Gunnels, straps, what? Remember all those instructions? That's what I saw.
You're looking for the other guy.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was trying to find also where is that under point? No joke. Like where
Yeah.
exactly is it? Because it's so close to the bottom. But there was enough of a gap where you'll see. I don't want to spoil it, but Brian was unbelievable.
Wow.
At this.
Zero. This.
nothing. And by the way, the camera,
It's cold. I was going to tell you too.
Wow.
the camera, by the way, typically sees more than the
I
eyes.
see a name on there. Nicole or
Carol Nicole.
Carol Nicole.
Let me get his
And it now says Woody Dive Talk.
Oh, okay. That didn't come out, but
Okay, so here, what? Can you please talk to me? What are you doing here?
what I'm doing there is you see that big solid beam?
Mm-hmm.
That is a good place for the big power lifter that I'm going to install.
Oh my
See,
god!
you can see how thick it is, right?
I mean, I see that you're about to get
Remember
trapped
we
in
talked-
line and drown. Yes,
Remember
I
we
see
talked
that.
about attachment points and there was some confusion on it. So I wanted to get in there and help them find some good attachment points. And
Oh
I
my
found
God.
this one. And you'll see what happens.
What?
Mhm. There it comes. Mhm. Just getting ready. I was there to, get it, lift up a boat.
What? I mean, the other guys are not even near you. They're like, just let
That part, I told you they didn't get the big gun assignment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, the thick gloves takes a minute. There's a lot going on when I'm doing this part, and I was concentrating. Yes.
I don't even
There
know.
we go. That's
So you're
what I'm talking about.
so you were attaching that
to lift.
pink SMB that does nothing
Oh no, though.
to.
We'll see about that. There. Hold on. This is important.
That's
I was there, and I'm glad I was. Make all this. Okay, here we go. Get ready. Power coming in. Get ready. I would have liked them on the dock to be paying a little more attention to what I was doing, just from a learning standpoint. They seemed to, at that point, not be paying attention to me, which I was all right with it. I briefed them about that after, though. Just, they could learn from each job.
This is... You're saying good girl to your SMB?
Look at the power. Look how much air is in that thing. You need air. A lot of air.
But
now that we've got the boat completely up out of the water and the gunnels are out of the water,
Thank you,
we
Brian.
can start with the pumping process. Now, the pumping process, depending on which
It works.
size pump we use, sometimes is the hardest part because it's just a lot of hurry up and waiting. In this case, we had a 3-inch pump and a 1-inch pump
Look at that
so
thing.
we were pumping some water very, very quickly out of here. And of course, we were very successful.
I didn't think to bring pumps, so that is something I want to give them.
Absolutely zero damage done to this vessel during the lifting process.
That's awesome.
Which we couldn't have asked for a better lift itself.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you what made this vessel sink because
Wait.
we try to concern
My
ourselves
name
with
may be on
Wait.
this vessel during the lifting process, which
I think
we
I saw your
couldn't ask
name.
for
Yeah.
a better lift itself. Now I'm gonna go ahead and
There it is. That's part of what I was
Woody.
doing down there.
that's what you were doing while they were rigging and doing all the other stuff?
When I pulled that big giant lift bag right through underneath, down below it, through there,
Yeah.
I wanted to mark the moment where I was able to find that, pull it around, because they said that's going to be hard on that port side to find it, and I found it there. Document. And underneath it, do you see another word?
It's
Can
just
you make
dive
that-
talk, I think.
Yeah.
show you what made this vessel
Wow.
sink because that's another thing that we try to concern ourselves with. When you look down this little storage area here, you'll notice a hose just pumping water out. And basically he had a ruptured hose there that was taking on water, and that's exactly what made this
That's
vessel
the problem.
sink. The good news is we're pumping water out faster than what that water is coming in, and he was actually able to fix that hose so that once we left, that vessel would float on its own. But once he got
Look at
that
that
fixed,
hose.
once we got our pumps out of there, he was happy, we were happy.
I left them the pink glue. I'm just thinking something here.
You think they repair the hose with that
I had to leave
worthless
early.
glue?
It said didn't want them to not have the right supplies. I left the masking tape and the pink Elmer's glue, and I'm wondering about that hose because you remember how it worked on my previous hose. Do you think? You know what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We all know what you're thinking.
And of course, all he's got to do now is just clean up his vessel, throw a motor back on it, and he's good to go.
Now, I want to stop for a second and say something in all seriousness.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much
These
done. We can let it run
guys-
to the end.
Brian and his team
Look at that, floating.
are you ready? Absolutely amazing.
They
You
know
don't
what they're doing.
understand. When I tell you they know what they're doing, it's like they work as a unified team. Somebody's on the dock and they're like, well, I think there's this issue. What they didn't show, and I can't believe they figured it out, is the first lift or whatever, because they couldn't find those right attachment points. This is no joke. That one big lift bag slid out from underneath it, and the boat
Went sideways, right?
kind of fell, and the top part of the sail hit the dock. It was laying on the dock, scraping the top of the dock, and they're like, all right, we got to regroup. And they thought, and I heard them the briefing, this is how we can overcome that part. I had to leave to do something else, and I was like, how in the world are they going to overcome that falling down part?
They show all that stuff
And
on their
man,
video, on their channel. So
unbelievable.
make sure you check that out.
That's how good they are.
Yeah.
I actually left thinking, I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this off.
Wow.
No, if there was any joking, I don't think there was much, but a little bit of sarcasm there. They are, Brian, you are first rate at what you do, my man.
Yeah, they did a great job, and that's why I reached out to them, because I knew once we got that message and you were like, dude, let's just go and do it ourselves. I'm like, let me reach out to Brian.
A little bit of help.
Let me reach out to Brian because, I think he knows how to do this.
And when I got there and I see what's laid out, right, I'm like, wow, this is a whole nother level. Pumps, 2,000-pound lift bags.
Yeah.
And when they said they needed more lift after the one where it wasn't lifting all the way, His dad went and grabbed, you need the 1,000, 2,000, what we got way more of them with us. I'm like, wow. They were all over
First
it.
class. So yes, so this boat came up undamaged, floating on its own, and we got messages from the owner, which I think his name is Tim.
Yeah.
We got messages from Tim saying, a few days later, he's like, still floating, still great.
And thanking us, really, because
Yeah.
he first reached out to us and, great job by bringing in the right team. And all joking aside, we always like to bring in a learning message. This is serious training, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like everything we talk about in scuba diving. They are masters at what they do, and it's complicated. And they've done it with many times with a lot of experience. And they teach this.
Mm-hmm.
They actually said to me, we can teach you how to do this. They were serious. Like, you could take a class, not your basic search and recovery class. I mean,
Right.
a big salvage class. We'll show you the gear to buy, which gear you need, what the costs are, which gear works with which job. Like, they're professionals at teaching this.
Absolutely.
And it shows.
Yep.
I mean, perfect job.
It does show. And that was awesome. And I'm glad everything was great. Nothing to add. I mean, just go check out their channel again, Lake Hickory Scuba. The link
Definitely.
is below on the description. Subscribe to their channel if you want to learn more about scuba diving. He does a great job. And we actually reacted to one of his videos before where he talked about caverns versus caves versus open water, and how do you know each one. So it's not the first time we feature Lake Hickory Scuba. If you're interested on checking that discussion out, which is very interesting, a lot of back and forward on that, I'm going to leave the link right here.
And thanks for including me, Brian and team. See you next time.
See you guys.